Welcome back to the channel, Silver and Gold Stackers. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys watching my videos. I'm out for another walk on a really chilly morning here in Ohio. And this is about the only time right now that I have any time to actually speak to you guys and give you information and things I've learned. So in my last video that I told you guys about what was happening with these refineries and how they stopped buying certain types of silver. And that was just last week. Nothing's really changed. They're still not buying 90% silver. They're not buying sterling silver. They're not buying anything that's not pure. And they're saying that this may go into next year. They're saying it's a massive backlog, which there is some confusion about that I'll get into. But one thing I found was really strange was that they are buying some 999 pure silver, but only in increments of 10 ounces and above. So they don't want any 1 ounce stuff. So if I brought a bunch of buffalo rounds to a refinery, 1 ounce buffalo rounds, they're not going to buy them, which absolutely makes no sense. I have no idea why, and I haven't figured out that one yet. But I want to talk to you about something through a lot of research, because these are things that I wouldn't have intimate knowledge about, and most dealers I've spoken to, other coin dealers that is, they really don't know how it works. And I know we've heard this term, lease rates, lately. If you've researched this at all, they're saying there's high lease rates. So I'm going to explain to you what I've researched about that and how this is affecting the markets for silver and gold. Well, specifically silver right now. So these large refineries basically will rent silver bullion to lease. They lease it at a specific rate for a specific time period. And this stuff will be shipped to them, and then they'll melt it down and mint it into whatever, coins, whatever, and it goes back into the market, maybe to big online retailers, bullion retailers or wholesalers, probably other places, into industry, countries, whatever. They have a way that they're kind of arbitraging it, and they obviously have a way to be profitable from it, normally. Now this silver, for example, here in the United States, it's directly related to the comex, but certain big banks are actually the ones that warehouse the physical silver. And the silver is normally, loaned out to refineries during normal times, or when people take possession, or big shots or whatever take possession from the futures trades, they want to take delivery of this silver, they have to have it to deliver it. But right now the lease rates for these refineries is very, very high. So it's basically unprofitable for these refineries to borrow this silver, because they'll borrow it, it'll be shipped to them, and then they have to after a certain period of time, they have to ship it back to them the same amount. So I'm not higher up in a refinery or anything like that, so I don't know all the finances, how it works, but they have a way to make money from it. But what's going on is somebody at the very top, I'm talking about, that must be the biggest players, like countries, central banks, who knows, are taking possession of silver in large quantities right now, which is actually creating a shortage, because the demand is so great from the biggest players, which in turn makes these holders of the actual physical silver that lease it out they have to raise their rates to ridiculous levels. which means that these refiners, they can't actually make any money off this because of the lease rates. It's too expensive. So it gets a little bit complicated, and I think the system is broken right now. And it seems like they just don't have enough silver at the highest levels to provide for the demand from the biggest players, basically. I don't know how it's all going to play out, but one thing is for sure, if there's that much of a shortage and there's that much of a demand going on, I think we're going to see shortages here in the United States for sure at retail levels for silver. I think premiums on silver products are going to rise significantly. Along with the price of silver, I think it's going to keep going up. I think this is going to create some more issues. So, for example, silver eagles. I think the premiums, they're already rising. I think they're going to rise a lot more. I think there's going to be they're going to be scarce. I think a lot of silver products are about to be scarce. And I think you guys should strap in your seatbelts and hold on, because I think silver and gold are going to continue to rise, and maybe exponentially. So what I think is going on too, you got to ask yourself, why is there such a heavy demand right now for silver all of a sudden, and gold? It's kind of not all of a sudden, but silver is getting a lot more attention right now, and it has been moving pretty quickly. Cracked above 50 an ounce, and looks like it's going to keep running. So in my opinion, I think this is a big part of it. The dollar and all currencies, all worldwide currencies are dying. They're failing. And I think these countries, some of the biggest players, and these central banks see this happening. They know it's happening. And they're stockpiling large amounts of silver and gold for protection. Which means that, honestly, you guys should do the same if you haven't already. And I'm not telling you to go run out and spend all your money on silver and gold. I'm not saying that. I know that's not realistic. And of course, I don't know where the price is going to end up or where it's going to go. It's very, very unstable. But what I'm saying is, if the biggest players are buying all this silver and all this gold right now, don't you think we should too, for protection? So, my opinion, I wouldn't sell anything right now unless you absolutely have to. Because there obviously, truly is, at least for now, a shortage. And I don't think it's going to get any better anytime soon, guys. But as I get more information about things like this, you know, I will definitely let you know. But just keep in mind, please, my time is limited right now because my little shop is very, very busy. It's so busy that I actually had to ask my wife to come help a little bit. She doesn't know much about it, but, guess she could help a little. But these are crazy times, guys. And I think a lot of you that have been loyal to the cause of stacking silver and gold are being rewarded right now. But I wouldn't say it's time to sell this stuff, because what are you selling it for? You're turning it back into fiat money? Really? It's not going to do you any good. So if you have any comments, please leave them below. Please like and subscribe and share this video if you would be so kind. And if you have any information, or if I made any mistakes what I was talking about with the leasing and all that stuff, please leave them in the comments below. And till the next video, guys, have a great day. Thanks for tuning in.